What is up, YouTube and everybody out there listening? I'm Mr. Bradley. This is the Heated Waves podcast, of course, unless this is your first time tuning in. But to my left, my colleague, best friend, and sometimes the guy I argue with on the show, T-Ball. What up, T-Ball?
What's up? Only sometimes. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Glad to be here. Excited for another NFL week picks for week 5. Let's jump right into it.
All right, Bills, who are 4-0, are going to the Titans, who are 3-0, missed last week because of the COVID stuff, but they're back this week and not looking too shabby. Both two undefeated teams. Are the Bills for real, and who do you got?
Yeah, we haven't seen these two teams actually undefeated coming into week 5 in probably a long time, and the Titans are coming off a bye kind of last week, I guess. Won their last 3 games by a total of only 6 points on their last 3 opponents. Broncos by 2. Jags by 3, and somehow beat the Vikings by 1 point. The Titans have beaten all 3 of those teams, but all 3 of those teams are only 1-3, so that's not saying a whole lot for the Titans.
1-3 each. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, Broncos, okay. Jags, and Vikings.
Just
are
to clear that
1-3.
up for those guys out there.
So like I said, Broncos, Jags, and Vikings aren't looking too good this year, so that's not saying a lot for the Titans. You can almost make the same case for the Bills.
What about Josh Allen? You've been talking good stuff about him all year.
The Bills have been coming in with a really powerful offense.
Fourth best in the league.
They're having to face a really powerful defense, though. The Bills haven't faced a very tough schedule. I mean, Josh Allen does have 1,326 yards, though.
Second in the league.
12 touchdowns, only 1 pick. He has 122.7 passer rating. I had to go with the Bills this week. I think the Titans are just kind of scraping by the skin of their teeth now. They really have Derrick Henry and a defense. That's kind of it. With the Bills rolling like they have been, I have a little more faith in the Bills this week. I think the Bills go 5-0 since I can't even remember the last time they probably went 5-0.
It's been a minute because they've had to play the Patriots in those first 5 games, almost every single year. But I'm rolling with the Titans. One, they had an extra week off. The last 3 meetings, yes, the Bills won all 3 of those games by a total of 9 points. So it doesn't tell me that the Bills are that much better. But Stephon Diggs is balling over there along with Josh Allen, like you're talking about, number 2 in the league with most passing yards. And only 1 interception. That's what gets me. This guy makes turnovers, and he's not this year, so it's kind of scary. And he's been in the talks for MVP already, which I'm like, hold your horses, guys. But you did say that they were going to win this division.
Josh Allen, MVP talks? Where'd you see that at?
This is on ESPN, NFL.com. They threw him in there with Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I would say definitely if he was like an actor, he's like a B actor.
There you go.
He's not a superstar, but yeah, he's definitely in the talks. And I'm glad for him to see him do so well this year.
But that's also because what I said about Stephon Diggs. There's some haters on some of our comments on YouTube talk about, Stephon Diggs isn't going to do anything for the Bills. It's the Vikings that he was good at, and Adam Thielen's better than him anyways.
Good. Stephon Diggs is just a way powerful addition since an offense that was good last year. So.
And what I'm getting to is the whole fact that Stephon Diggs is, I believe he's second in the league with wide receiver receiving yards this year. And think about that. That's with a total new team, a new offense, all kinds of stuff. He steps in there as number 2. That tells you how good he is. But anyways, I'm just saying the Bills are 4-0. Okay, let's take that into consideration. How they're 4-0. Their first 4 games are combined, or the first 4 games combined record for those 4 teams they played 6-10. 6-10 between those two. 0-4 Jets, 1-3 Miami, 3-1. That's a good team. The only good team in my eyes, Rams, and the 2-2 Las Vegas Raiders that somehow luckily beat the Saints. That's crazy to me. Josh Allen's going to make mistakes. The Titans have the 5th best defense. I think that's what's going to get this done here. And the Titans are tired.
Got a tough defense.
They do, and they're tired of losing like they've lost these last 3 meetings to the Bills. Had an extra week off. I got Titans winning this game, and that's why, baby.
Titans-Bills. Huh?
Absolutely.
We'll have to see what happens. Should be a good game considering both teams are undefeated.
Derrick Henry's the best running back in the league right now with yards.
And you got one of the best running backs in the league going against one of the best quarterbacks probably in that AFC. Probably not in the whole league, but
definitely in the AFC. He's number 3 right now. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for sticking in and staying tuned to that Bills at Titans game with Mr. Bradley and T-Ball and the Heated Waves podcast. See you guys.